Usa and Kunisaki are situated in the northern part of Oita Prefecture, and vestiges of its long history of over 1,300 years can still be seen today. This location hosts Usajingu Shrine, the head Hachiman Shrine with over 40,000 shrines nationwide, and the Kunisaki Peninsula's Rokugo-uman-san temples. One can experience the syncretism of Shinto and Buddhism in many locations born from the Hachiman religion. On December 27, 749 AD, a major event was held at Todaiji Temple in the city of Nara, the old capital. Hachiman, the deity of Usa, promised Emperor Shomu that he will build the great Buddha and prepare the portable shrine to go to the capital. The emperor, as well as 5,000 others, including monks, took part in a ceremony, amidst which a senior priestess from Usajingu Shrine rode in atop a purple palanquin. Called Omiwa no Morime, the characters in the priestess' name indicate that she is the Mori, as in forest or shrine, where the deity dwells, and it is upon her that Hachiman depends. Her additional title of priestess nun also indicates that the deity Hachiman converted to Buddhism, that is, he was dependent upon the Buddha. By visiting Todaiji Temple at the time of the construction of the great Buddha, Hachiman of Usa led all the deities of Japan to the world of Buddhism. This was the very moment when Hachiman of Usa became the national deity. The merging of Shinto, the worship of the original deities of Japan, and Buddhism, the foreign religion where the Buddha was worshipped, became known as Shinto Buddhist Syncretism. The syncretism found in Usa and Kunisaki, and indeed in Japan as a whole, can trace its roots back to Hachiman's first encounter with a Buddhist monk named Horen, followed by his subsequent trip into the capital. From the remains of Kokuzoji Temple, which Horen himself founded, it is inferred that Horen studied in the capital of Asuka when he was younger. It was there the high priest Dosho lived, who had studied under Genjo Sanzo himself and had imported new Buddhist teachings, such as Zen, to Japan directly from China. It is believed that Horen was Dosho's pupil. Upon Horen's return from Asuka, he built Kokuzoji Temple in Yamamoto, Usa. The ruins of its pagoda remain to this day, and from them, excavations have verified that its form resembles that of a small-scale Horyuji Temple complex. Unearthed eave tiles similar in style to those of Horyuji Temple and Kawahara-dera Temple, as well as a plank-carved Buddha, the style of which mimics those of Asuka's Minami Hokeji Temple, further demonstrate Horen's ties to the capital of Asuka. Additionally, a tile kiln was discovered near the temple ruins. After this, Horen went to present-day Soeda town in Fukuoka Prefecture, holding himself up in Hanya Cave for 12 years in order to obtain the wish-fulfilling jewel, Nyoi Hoju, from the deity of Mount Hiko. After continuous praying, water started to flow from the cave and a dragon appeared with a treasure gem in its mouth, thus bestowing it to Horen. Serving beside him was Hachiman. In a painting kept at Hikosan Tamaya Jinja Shrine, which was built at Hanya Cave, Horen is depicted receiving the jewel. However, at the summit of Mount Hiko, only the Big Dipper is depicted. The main Usajingu shrine, built on the highest ground, has 3 inner sanctuaries: the first, second, and third Goten. Kasugasha Shrine and Sumiyoshisha Shrine are located on either side of the main shrine, with a North Star deity enshrined in its first inner sanctuary. The North Star was revered as the controller of the stars and the natural world. According to oracles, in 703, the deity of the North Star first appeared at Mount Ogura, the upper shrine of the present-day Usajingu Shrine, and is now enshrined there. It is believed that the deity of the North Star played a large role in the syncretization of Shinto and Buddhism, having told Hachiman about Horen. The faith in the Bodhisattva Myoken was born of the worship of the deity of the North Star and the Big Dipper. Originally a Taoist god in China, it was syncretized with Buddhism and introduced to Japan as a Buddhist deva. Later, in 725, Hachiman moved the shrine to Mount Ogura, where it is said that the North Star deity who brought Horen to him appeared. It also seemed that Horen himself enshrined the Bodhisattva Myoken at his training site in the surrounding area. Furthermore, he built the Mirokuji Temple in the Hiyashi Valley at the northern foot of Mount Omoto. With this as his base, he trained at Mount Omoto and other neighboring mountains. In 737, Horen received a divine command to move the temple to the grounds of Usajingu Shrine, and Mirokuji Temple was relocated the following year. Yakushi Shoonji Temple was also moved at the same time, and they became a temple hall and a sanctuary, respectively. This is Mirokuji Temple, which will remain within Usajingu Shrine for more than 1100 years. The ancient Mirokuji Temple was located on the south side of present-day Usajingu Shrine's shrine office. Though nothing but the foundation remains now, an old map shows that there used to be a temple hall, a sanctuary, and a pagoda here. Using these illustrations and clues from excavations, we can reconstruct a 3D image of what Mirokuji Temple looked like. Here is the former complex brought back to life from the past. First, we create a temple hall. It is a huge building with 7 rooms in front and eaves on the sides. The Bodhisattva Maitreya Mirokuji in Japan was enshrined here. Next, we build a sanctuary. It is an impressive building with 5 rooms in the front and side eaves. The healing Buddha, Yakushi Nyorai, was enshrined here. And now, the towers to the east and west. The grounds of the Mirokuji Temple of ancient times were built on unusual terrain, with mountains to the south and the southern entrance leading downhill toward the temple hall. Although it is possible that the temple was constrained by an ancient government road entering from Kurehashi Bridge to the west, it does not seem to have been designed for people to enter from the south. The temple layout appears to be solely for the deities. The relocation of Milokuji Temple onto Usajingu Shrine's grounds was to integrate Hachiman with Mirokuji Temple. This way, they might be able to release captured animals in the hope of preventing diseases caused by warfare or the tension leading up to war. Later, during the Fujiwara no Hirotsuku rebellion of 740, Hachiman was thought to have contributed to the retreat of the main force. The Hayato of the Osumi region, a 3-story pagoda, and the Golden Light Sutra and Lotus Sutra were donated to the shrine, making him an active military deity. Here, the foundation of the Milokuji Temple complex is laid. Milokuji Temple is said to have a Yakushiji Temple style layout. In ancient times, temples were generally built with the south as the front. There are 3-story pagodas on either side of the southern gate. Behind them are the sanctuary and temple hall, as well as the monks' quarters to the north. After the Heian period, a new temple complex was built on the north side of the former monks' quarters, including a 2-storied pagoda and Jogyodo Hall. Finally, at the end of 749 AD, Hachiman was brought to Todaiji Temple in the capital of Nara as the final touch. Riding a purple palanquin amidst a gathering of the emperor, representatives of the nobility, and 5,000 monks, was a priestess nun housing Hachiman. Here, they approached the great Buddha of Todaiji Temple and made a display of the deity Hachiman worshipping Buddha, thus reenacting Hachiman leading Japan and its numerous deities to Buddhism. This was the idea of Emperor Shomu, who had become a monk himself and began to pursue Buddhist politics. It was an event that realized his vision of a Buddhist nation.